Hey everybody, Kirk Junge here from LearningGolf.tv. Continuing on in my comparison of my setup for impact golf swing with that of Graves Golf Academy's Moe Norman single plane golf swing. And in previous videos I talked about the distance from the ball, width of stance, grip, and swing plane. Today I'm going to talk about the way the legs work and creating power. It's been proven over the past years that to create power in the golf swing, we need to use the legs to push against the ground to get the body rotating so that you can create power. In my method, I customize this to fit each individual golfer. So some of you obviously can't turn a lot. If you're older, you may only be able to turn so that much. I've had people that can barely turn at all, but you can still use the ground to your advantage to gain distance. In the Moe Norman single plane swing as it's taught, they're basically moving into the ground here and trying to keep the leading leg here bent through impact. So it looks something, the motion would be something like that, whereas in my setup for impact golf swing, I want you to go from here to a straightening leg coming into impact. So basically the leading foot is pushing against the ground, and that energy is transferred up through the body and helping the body rotate faster, which gives you more club head speed. So I'm going to hit a few balls for you with each concept so that you can see the difference. And if you have any comments or questions, you can put them in the box below. I respond to all reasonable comments and questions. So when trying to copy Moe's swing, basically you're taught to keep this here bent, so there's really no use or very little use of the ground in the swing. You're also, as I said earlier, much farther from the ball. It looks something like that. They're also trying to keep the trailing heel flat on the ground through impact. So those are two things which to me are very obvious power reducers. They're restrictions put on the swing and power production. It's one of the reasons that I think many people complain about a loss of distance when they try to swing like Moe. I could hit the ball pretty decently like that. I always struggled though with getting the knee bend too much and you'd be fat, not enough, and the ball would be thin. But the main problem was, for me, the loss of distance. Now, with my setup for impact golf swing, where I set up somewhat closer to the ball, a little bit more narrow with the feet, and I'm trying to go from here to there, at the same time keeping my spine in the same position. So I'm still not going to compress the spine at all. I'm simply moving here. I'm not keeping the heel on the ground, and contrary to what some people have said and written about, lifting the heel doesn't lift my body. Lifting the heel doesn't put pressure on my spine. It actually helps to relieve it simply because I'm able to rotate around my spine freely, whereas if you're keeping the knee in a bent position, it's restricting turn. When you restrict turn, but the club's going by fast, you're in much more danger of stressing the back muscles simply because you're stopping as the club's moving fast. So it's a lot better to rotate, keeping the spine level through impact. So it looks something like this. Get set up, and I'm going to just try to go here and there. That's a really good golf shot. Go about 20 yards farther than the other ones with a 7-iron. That's pretty good. There's no restrictions on that swing, and I'm using the ground. I hit another one. Again, simply here and there. I also don't believe in using an alignment aid in most cases, simply because on the golf course you need to learn to line up properly. So that's why you'll see me a lot of times holding the club like this. I'm able to sight along the line to get myself lined up, and I'll do this on the range and on the golf course, and that way I don't have to rely on putting something on the ground. Most people's feet end up not matching the alignment aid anyway, so to me it's a waste of time. So my simple advice is don't restrict your swing. Learn to set up on plane, customize it to fit your individual needs so that you can improve your golf game as quickly as possible. That's always my goal. If you want to exactly copy Moe Norman, good luck. I've never seen anybody successfully do it. If they had, you'd see them either on tour or putting on exhibitions all over the world. It's just, in my opinion, I tried for a long time. I've seen a lot of guys try for a very long time and dedicate a lot of time and energy. Some became decent players. I've seen people improve with the method as well. But to reach your full potential, I believe that you need to use your body, you need to turn, you need to fit it to your own needs, and from there you can improve to your maximum potential. I also don't want to restrict any distance. I find that it's important to hit the ball far, and I believe that this motion also delivers the club in a better impact position than this one. And that's my experience in over 22 years of teaching the method. Please visit learninggolf.tv for more info and my complete learning system's there that takes you step by step through it. It's very inexpensive and allows you to send in videos for my review. There's also a free subscription email series also available. Thank you very much. Please click the subscribe button below and like this video.